Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Pure Farming 2018, and enough of you said last time round when I had a quick look at the Germany map here, this add-on, enough of you said you'd like to see me play a series on this one. I thought, right, okay, we'll do it. Some of you said you want me to go straight into free farming without any kind of tutorial, but enough of you have said that you'd like me to do some kind of tutorial for a change so that I kind of know what I'm doing.
My grandpa was a hard-working man. He loved his farm. It was his whole life. When I spent my holidays with him, he would let me help with all the work in the fields. At that time, I didn't realize that he was slowly inspiring me with his passion. The years passed, and I saw my grandpa less and less. I wanted to get away and go to the countryside as often as I could. Unfortunately, my dad was opposed to it. He thought that agriculture had no future, and that I'd only waste my time. And so my grandpa died before a decent successor stepped in. He left an open will and a debt-ridden farm. It seems that nobody wants to leave their urban comforts behind. I'm the only person who wants to save my family heritage. I'm not quite sure how to explain it, but in my heart, I'm sure I can do it. I have no doubt I'll be getting my hands dirty at the beginning. There's no time to waste. Let's get to work.
Okay, not really sure what to make of that story. It seems a bit trite, but it'll be all right, I'm sure. It's the whole grandpa thing. And all of these games seem to start with you're inheriting your grandfather's farm. Why do you always inherit your grandfather's farm? Why is it always they have to fall out with their son and then it goes on to the grandson? I never quite understand this, because in the normal line of succession, the son wouldn't want it, and maybe his sisters and his brothers wouldn't want it either, but it sounded like it was just the one son, and so then they would sell the farm and split the money. How do we end up with the farm? I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I'm not going to complain about that too much. Right, press V. Okay, I will press V. What does this say? Emails. We have emails. You have received a new email. Let's there we go. Right, bank loan. Frithgar, your grandfather's debt, which you took over along with a legacy, has been formally assigned to your bank account and amounts to $275,000. Well, thanks, Grandad. I really appreciate that. The $275,000 worth of debt. Great. All right, it's quite a lot, but I'm honestly convinced you'll pay it off sooner than you think. For now, this is your main objective. Of course, it will require a lot of effort and skills in running of the farm. You're a bank manager. What do you know about running a farm? Why are you even talking to me about that? All you're interested in is the money. In order to make it easier for you to manage your loan, I'm developing an application adapted to your tablet. Once it's ready, you better repay the minimum amount at any time, which is $2,750. Of course, you can get more loans if you believe it's necessary, but keep in mind that your debt will grow. Act prudently and use the funds only for profitable investment projects. Well, that does kind of sound like a bank manager, but this bit up here, no. You're a bank manager, all right? Stick to what you know. I'll stick to what I know, and we'll get along just fine. Okay. It's all right. Breathe. Let's move on. Movement. Let's get some fresh air. When you're ready, go outside and familiarize yourself with the surroundings. Right. We look around with the mouse. Oh, middle mouse button. Left shift to run. Okay, we can do all of that. How do we come out of this one? I press escape. Press escape again. Right, I'm pressing lots of escapes. I can move the mouse around, and we can look. I can't zoom in or out. And right, no, you don't have to press the middle mouse button, you just move the mouse. But yeah, so there's our little dude, and he's very slow walking, isn't he? Let's go and have a coffee. You cannot start the day without coffee. So we've got the kettle there. Where's the coffee in this place? Where is it? Well, it's probably not going to be in that cupboard. Well, if they got any sense, they'd put it near the kettle. So we'll put that one up there. Let's take the kettle over here and fill it up with some water. We haven't got a filter jug, but I'm assuming we've got our own water supply, so we don't actually need a filter jug to get rid of the horrible chlorine-y taste out of the mains water supply, because we've got our own private water supply, so that's all good. Right, we put the kettle back over here. Cups. Where are the cups? Chances are they'll be in that cupboard right there. That's where I'd put them. Okay, actually, no, I wouldn't. I would put the cups in that cupboard, and then that cupboard there has got the tea and coffee in it. But I don't drink tea. I don't like tea. So let's put that down there. There we go. You can see the cup. It's in my hand. Right. Fridge. We need some milk. Can we get a bit of milk? There we go. Bring that back over. Pour that in. Go back over. Put the milk away. You can't leave the milk out. Right. We have a steaming cup of coffee. Excellent. That reminds me of my grandfather. He would come along and he would help us out with some jobs. And my mum would, try to make sure... Right, you received a new email. You gained 50 XP for stepping outside the door. So anyway, yeah, my granddad, he would be helping us out, and he'd be, trying to do the job as quickly as possible, because then he wanted to get on and do something else. And my mum would sort of be thinking, he needs to kind of relax a little bit, just a little bit, and rest a bit. We're all having a bit of crib, the morning break, so we would just stop and have a quick coffee. 10, 15 minutes. Nope, not Grandad. Mum would make his cup of tea as scaldingly hot as she possibly could, and she would put the tiniest drop of milk in there to just to try and slow him down a bit. But old ceramic mouth, no, he would take his cup of tea and he would drink it like this. He'd go, and then let's get on with the job. So it was absolutely hilarious. It's brilliant. I never forget my granddad slurping his tea back like that. Right, we did have an email, so let's just very quickly check our email here. We're going to go there. Navigation. That was easy, wasn't it? These regions of Montana are rather expansive, so it's worthwhile familiarizing yourself with the navigation system. It will help you locate the next task markers to lead to a point of interest. The most crucial element is the mini-map located in the lower left screen. Now go to the task marker, which is visible on the mini-map. Press V, does that close it? Yes, it does. V closes it straight down. So we're in Montana. I'm going to go, I'm pressing M. No, that doesn't let me look at the main map. We're in Montana. We have a GS5 police. I'm not quite sure what that is. We have a Zeta Major over there. You don't get a lot of Zetas in Montana, do you? That's distinctly European, really. At least I think it is. Pretty sure that is, it's fairly... You don't get a lot of Zeta in the States, do you? I could be wrong. I'm quite happy to admit that I'm wrong. Right, let's go and have a look over here. We want to go on to this bit. You've received a new email. We're getting a lot of emails lately. I'm very popular. Let's see. What is this next one? We go into here. Map. Now we can use the map. Hello, Frithgar. Great, you're here. Yes, you've made it all the way across your yard. I love this... I realise that I am doing this in a very mocking tone, but this is a tutorial, and yeah, it's designed to teach you the absolute basics of the game, like walking around and so on. I always find it really comical that you've got somebody who's congratulating you for stepping out your own front door and congratulating you for making it all the way across your own farmyard and getting to another point and giving you rewards for doing so. We're not 3. Right, hello Frithgar, great, you're here, all the way across your own yard, you've made it. I'm so proud of you. An up-to-date version of the map has been uploaded and installed on your tablet. You now have access to the map for the whole region. Let's see how well you use it. Your goal is to get to the Potato Storehouse 1. After turning the map tablet off, go to the map by pressing M. There you will see a function for finding objects. In order to use it, press N in the map window. Next, finally select Potato Storehouse 1. Finally, press E. This is how you set your first waypoint. Okay, right, so we want to press V to get out of this one. We want to press, no, M, not N. M to get on here, there we go. Oh, and we can zoom all the way. Okay, so there is a bigger map available, but it looks like we don't get to see all of the map there. How do I, oh. Right click and hold to move the map around like that. You've received a new email. Right, I can't go to the email. Oh no, you can also, you just move around. You just move the cursor around. Right, Potato Storehouse. I needed to press N now. There we go. And then I want Potato Storages. Potato Storage 1. It was number 1 that we wanted to go to, wasn't it? It was that one right there. There we go. And then I want to press E. And that sets a waypoint. And then I can press V to get out of here. Actually, I want to press V again, and I want to look at this. Navigation map. You have launched the navigation map for the first time, so here are instructions. Moving the viewfinder, zoom in and out, teleport. Oh, we can teleport! You can get teleported only to the sheds and the fields that you own. Ideal. Okay. Teleportation, that really does need to come with instructions, because, it could be messy. If you teleported and you ended up sort of stuck in a wall, You don't want to do that. That's just messy. Everybody knows. Everybody who's ever done teleportation knows that one of the biggest risks is teleporting yourself inside a brick wall. Although these days, teleporters now they're much more up to date, and they got all sorts of safety features built into them. So it's very, unless something's gone really horribly wrong, you're not going to teleport inside one of those. It just doesn't happen anymore. It used to back in the early days of teleportation, obviously, but things have changed. Right. Find the potato storehouse. You received a new email. And we've got an achievement. I don't think you can see that because it's a Steam achievement. Precise sat nav. Right. Move over here. I love the way that he... Look at the way he leans into the corners as he's running. This is brilliant. Okay, right. V. We go to email. You're here! I see you've managed to find the place. Congratulations, you are now familiar with the movement navigation system. It's high time that we checked on the equipment your grandfather managed to leave you. To do that, go to the shed located in front of the farmhouse. Okay, we can do that. Let me go. I'm going to go into the map like that, and then I need to go there. So what I will do is... That's a gold mesh. No, I'm going to go to the house like that, and so then it's F, wasn't it? Was it F? Can't remember what teleport was now. N. Service, owned properties, sheds, devices, greenhouse. Where's my house? Where's my house? I'm pretty sure it said F. Owned properties, shed number 1. No, I'm not looking for that one. Looking for my house. Did it not actually let me go to my own house? Services, fields. We don't own those. Orchards, no. Livestock. Are we under livestock? No, we're not. Well, where is it then? Storage buildings. Are we a storage building? I want my own house. I'm not quite sure why it's doing this. It seems a bit peculiar. No, I don't. Oh, I see. E puts it near to where it is on there. Right, F doesn't do anything. N, I can get rid of that. But no, it definitely said F, didn't it? Definitely said F. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do V. I'm going to go to my email. Navigation map. Teleport confirmation. You can get teleported only to the sheds and fields that you... Ah. Because yeah. Right. Select, deselect target point. Right. You can also open the navigation map. Right. I want M. That one. There. So we want to go to the sheds that we own. Workshop. Right, and then E, like that. Oh, and then F. F, E. Why is it not working? There, F. Nope, it's not letting me. It promised me teleportation. It lied to me. I have been lied to, ladies and gentlemen. I feel cheated. I'm going to, you know that bank manager who was interfering with us just now? I'm going to complain to him. He's going to have to do something about this, or I'm going to refuse to give him my daily payment of $2,700. Greedy so-and-so. He doesn't need that much money. He really doesn't. He's already got a lot of money. He took everything from my grandfather. And our old machinery here looks suspiciously new. I'm wondering if most of this is where our loan came from. That would kind of make sense. The bank manager conned him into buying a whole load of new machinery just before he died, and that's how we've got such a ridiculously high loan. That would make a lot of sense. It's a conspiracy, I tell you. It's a vast conspiracy theory. I have emails. 2 emails. Let me go there. Right, sheds. Sheds are used to store machinery that is not currently being used. You can also deliver newly purchased machinery to your sheds. Advanced shed functions allow you to move your machines to another location with the aid of transport services. In order to use these functions, you need to buy a shed. You can also use them via the tablet's map or the drone's functionalities. I'm currently working on getting a drone for you, but it'll take some time. Don't worry about it for now. Right, okay. All vehicles that you can drive are subject to wear and tear, but you can repair them. The Zeta, which you inherited from your grandfather, is parked on the shelf, but unfortunately it's rather poor technical condition. It must be repaired, so you have to take it to the workshop. Your grandfather made a good choice by always having a workshop on the farm, and it seems he knew how important it is to take care of the vehicles. Get in your tractor, go to the workshop. Okay, we can do that. We can do this. We can cope with it. So we want to go over here to our tractor. It doesn't look to be in very poor condition. I gotta be honest. It looks like it's in pretty good nick. Let's go over here then. Hang on. We need to get in the tractor. Right, so enter vehicle. There we go. Nailed it. You received a new... I got an email just for getting in the tractor. Okay, what's the email? Driving vehicles. You don't need to explain to me how to drive a vehicle. I drove here. I lived in the big city, and I got a driver's license, and then I drove from there to here. This is how I turned up on the farm. Just giving you a heads up. Right. As you notice, vehicle has started, is ready to go. You steer the tractor just like any other vehicle. Drive into the... You can zoom the camera, turning, braking, etc, etc, etc. I am, by the way, I'm doing this on the keyboard, like I did last time. I'll probably do a few episodes of this on the keyboard, and then we will progress from there to possibly using the steering wheel. I'm not quite sure yet. I may decide to run this entire series on keyboard. We'll have to see. I'm just testing the functionalities of movement of the tractor and things like that. It seems pretty good. I like the way that the tractor does sort of lean over, although it does seem a bit excessive. It does, yeah, it's definitely a little bit excessive the way it's moving over. Right, I finished sneezing. Let's go in here. And, whoop, stop. There we go. Right, leave vehicle. Right. Approach repair the tractor. Approach the, where is the computer? I need to approach the computer. Wow. Okay. We have vehicle diagnostics. What kind of place is this? Vehicle diagnostics. Vehicle state is 60%. Repair all. We have an email. Let's just see what they want us to do. Mechanics computer. Inspections and repairs are conducted using mechanics computer. After stopping the vehicle on the jack, get out and approach computer. Then connect the tablet and check condition of the vehicle. We have a very, very modern farm. Very modern farm. It is not so difficult to use a computer for the diagnosing the vehicle on the jack. After you connect to it, the vehicle diagnostics main interface will open on your tablet. You will see a list of sub-assemblies, their condition, and the cost of repair. You can repair everything immediately. Go ahead, connect to the mechanics computer, and then repair all of the broken sub-assemblies. Sounds easy. Absolutely simple. Where is... I don't actually know. I think we got to come out of there, and then we go like that. Open. Oh, it's in there, and then you go to vehicle diagnostics. It's right there. It's that bit there. I had it right in front of me all along. So I can just repair the engine, the drive system, and the wheels. What else we got? Suspension is a bit dodgy. Yeah, rear lift is dodgy as well. Let's just repair the whole lot. There we go. Achievement unlocked. Maybe you can fix it. Another Steam one, so you probably can't see it. I have more emails. However, before we go and do emails, I want to get back in this tractor. And I want to see if the suspension has been fixed. Let's take it for a little spin. It's still much the same as it was previously. Look at that. Look at the way that it sways around. Like he's drunk. He's been out. He's had too many. I don't know. What do you drink in the States? Budweiser, is it? He's had too many buds. Oh, don't drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, don't drink and drive. It's not good for you. Right, we want to go in here. We want to check we got more we got emails coming out of our ears now. The tractor is ready to work. It's good to conduct inspections regularly and take care of your vehicles. If not repaired, your vehicles will use up more gasoline. They are harder to steer, they are slower, and no trailers can be attached to them. Oh, okay. Keep this in mind, farmer. You got to have a pretty poor condition tractor if you can attach a trailer to it. There's some fairly serious red flag going on there. If I were you, I would check a combine to find out if it needs any repairs, but the decision is up to you. The campaign mode is open and accessible, which means many times we let you make choices so you'll be able to work on your own, but remember that every decision will have its consequences. Head to head with the machine. You've learned how to drive a vehicle. You also know how to take care of your machine so they don't let you down while working. Now it's high time we got the job done. You've probably noticed the crops in the field nearby are ready to be harvested. In order to do that, you'll need a combine harvester and a header, but you probably know all that, so let's move on to getting used to operating the machine. First of all, get in the combine parked in the shed. Right, well, we'll do that. We'll do that in a minute, because we're going to need this trailer. I got a feeling deep in my gut that we're going to need this trailer right here. So let me just go and get this trailer. Attach rear device with T. There we go. Our tractor is in tip-top condition. It's able to attach a trailer. Ideal. Right, so we'll just swing that one round there like that. Park you up. Leave vehicle. Right, I don't like the auto on and off type thing. I don't like that at all. I've always preferred to be able to switch the machines on and off myself. However, that is just the way that it's going to be, so there's not a lot that we can do about it. Right, Shed 1, your property. Let's enter this combine. So, we got a GS 575 Palace. Palace? 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 P-A-L-E-S-S-E. Z for pipe movement mode. Hang on. Where's Z? There's Z. You hardly ever use Z at all on Unfold. Ah, I see. Right, so... Ah, right. You press and hold Z, and then you just move the mouse sideways, and it does it. But that is ridiculously fast on the pipe. Look, well, that comes smashing back into the combine every time. That is not going to do it a lot of good. Okay, we're going to take our combine, and we're going to take it in here, and we're going to... Because he did suggest that maybe we could check it, so we'll bring that one in there. We're going to stop him right there. There we go. Stop right there. Jump out. Right, welcome to Montana. Okay. Go up here. Open the diagnostics, and we can repair for $1,935. Why not? Let's blow a whole load of money. Basics of driving a combine. As you can see, the combine harvester is ready to go. You drive it just like any other vehicle in the game. At the moment, however, there's little you can do with it, so you're ready to attach your header you can find near the shed. Park combine in front of the header and attach it. The G for attach. That'll probably tell us perspective by pressing C. In the vehicle, you can change the view to first person. Excellent. Right, and we've also repaired our combine because we're good, diligent farmers like that. What do we got? Toggle controls, F6. Radio on off. It's a little bit glitchy at times. It seems a bit... I don't know. Oh, the lighting is a little bit... See, everything seems slightly dull here to me. Are you getting this? Are you getting that everything... It seems like it's dusk or dawn or something. And it was like... Or misty or something like that. It feels like the game could be a little brighter. It definitely feels like it could be. I mean, it is 20 past 4 in the afternoon. We have been messing around for a fair while here. Right, let's go up here. Drive forward a bit. We'll just look in cab a second. Okay. I don't like that. Let's go forward from outside. Z, attach pipe movement mode. G, attach front device. There we go. Nailed it. Move the device down. Detach front device. Pipe movement, work. Turn the harvesting mechanism on. Leave the vehicle. We've probably got another email here somewhere. There we go. Look at that. Detaching the header. Hey, Frithgar, the header's attached. Great job. Detaching his piece of equipment is just as easy. Right. Let's try it. Detach. Ah! Okay, that I like, because in Farming Simulator, if you detach while it's stuck up in the air like this, Gomsel mash. Oh, is this a Russell mash? Is that what we're actually using? It says Gomsel mash. Is that like a different wording for the Russell mash? Is this a Russell mash combine? Anybody please tell me? I don't really know. But anyway, I'll press G right now, detach front device, like that. And it lowers it down before it unhitches it. That is a wonderful, wonderful little detail. I really do like that. That is something that is very awesome and that I really think should be in Farming Simulator, because no matter how hard you try, like, I don't like the way the camera keeps jumping. It's it's camera lag, I think. No matter how hard you try with the combine in real life, because of the way that the headers hook onto the combine, you won't be able to unhitch them in the middle of the air and dump them on the ground. It's not possible. You've got to lower them down until they reach something, and then you get these hooks. I'm going to jump out a minute. I'm going to see if we can look at that. You got these hooks that hook in underneath a bar, and they lift the combine up, and that's the bit that does it. So you're not going to have any... It's not physically possible to just drop the header from a great height with the combine, unless it's a very, very different type of combine from any that I have ever seen, but I suspect that is not the case. Right, so we need to go to the edge of the field all the way over here. Move the device down, pipe movement mode, R, F, X, and Z, but we don't have any... How do we unfold the harvester to start work? I'm curious. Now, if I bring this one over to here, like that, Pipe movement mode. Detach. Work. Turn the harvester. Right, let's try turning the mechanism on. There we go. Oh, right. That does it all in one smooth movement. And turn the harvesting mechanism and F for work. Ah, I see. Right. Now, can we raise that head? We can't move the header. I want to lift the reel up. Leave vehicle. Turn it off. Stop working. Apparently, we cannot move the device down. I want to do that. Apparently, there is no way to... Am I in the wrong place for this one? Is it want me to be over ever so slightly? Is it going to be that fussy? I think it is. Yeah, it really is going to be that fussy. That's ridiculous. Right, V. There we go. Well, Combine's ready. We're ready to go. We're way ahead of you. Combine harvesting can be operated in a variety of ways. After the header is attached, before you can start working, you need to start the harvesting mechanism, lower the header, turn it on. These are the basic functions of Combine Harvester. Yeah, the only problem that we've got... Oh, turn cruise control on and off left shift. The only problem we got, dude, is... That reel is too low. That reel should not be down like that. It needs to be up, just brushing the tops of the crop. We don't want it like this. Now, remaining crops 100%. Through there, and we're leaving straw behind. Okay, this is all good. Shift for... Is it left shift? I'm doing 1 mile an hour. I'm going to try stopping there a minute. And I'm pressing... Oh, maybe I got to go a bit faster for the left shift to work. Like that. And then do it. I'm not quite sure. I don't understand how... Turn on cruise control, left shift. I did that, and it didn't seem to cruise control. Unless it doesn't actually cruise control like that. It does it a little bit differently. Harvest the crops. That's what we're doing. Yeah, it's getting very, very dark now, but that is because it's 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm thinking we need to go and get a bit of sleep. So if I'm going along like this, and cruise control... Right, turn off the cruise control, I press left shift again. So we'll leave the cruise control on, and we'll just cruise control our way all the way up through. You can get hired help, but I'm guessing that we've got to wait and unlock that a little bit later on. Right, cruise control is still on. I'm going to go along here, like this, and then I'm going to come into the middle of the field, like this, and we'll do it in cycles. That's how we're going to do it. We move up and down. Yeah, what about lights? So we got lights. Radio on, turn the beacon on, turn the windscreen wipers on, map, time, K and L. Ah, right, so you can fast forward time if you want to with K and L. Sounds good. Turn lights on, F2. I don't like pressing the F buttons because the F buttons are the ones I use for my screen recorder. And if I mess around with F buttons, then bad things can happen, like the recording stops. I think it's only F6 and F8, though. F8 is the important one. As long as we don't press F8, I'm thinking, yeah, let's try F2. Oh, neat. Okay. Wow. Right, we got some serious lights going on here. I like this. Now, the cruise control, I think it doesn't... I'm not quite sure how cruise control works in this game, but we'll see eventually. So we want to keep coming up through here and harvest this a little bit, and then we'll go along the top. How can we do? Right, if I lift it up, does it go faster? Doesn't appear to. It doesn't seem to make any difference, so we'll just leave the header down on the ground. It's just going to be easier. Bring that in round. Oh, did I get it? I did. I just managed to get that last little bit. I know that there is hired help. We've seen the hired help working on the Germany map that we did when we first looked at this game. So we know it's there. We know it exists. The only problem is that we don't have it at the moment, so we're having to do this ourselves. And I always like to use hired help. I don't like doing things myself. I'm very, very lazy. And it also just makes the whole thing a lot easier if you can get the hired help to do the jobs for you. And I will be using hired help to do a lot of the field work for me, and then we will worry about other jobs that we don't need to, well, we can't use hired help for. I feel it's just the sensible thing to do. Right, we are at 5,300 pounds of grain in our tank. I have no clue what that means. I've absolutely no idea. We got 68 gallons of fuel. I've no clue what that means either. I can understand acres and I can understand miles. Everything else, if it's not metric, I haven't got a clue. You may as well be talking a foreign language to me. Fahrenheit, pounds, gallons, none of that makes any sense to me whatsoever. I've spent my entire life working in metric. Distance for feet, inches, miles, yards, and so on, I can understand those, and I can work comfortably in metric or imperial. For weights and measures, pretty much all of it is metric. I do understand pints, though. I do understand pints. Our country still works in pints, but other than pints, everything else is in litres. It's all metric. So yeah, I'm really not sure what it means by £6,800. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Crop transportation and storage, £7,054. But it's not going to let me do any more. I'm going to see if there's an option to change it to metric measurements. I would like metric measurements. It would be a lot easier. Right, the storage is full. You gain 200 XP. Let me just have a look at the options a moment. It's right there. The first one. Unit system. We've got AI pedestrians, AI traffic, disabled tree collision. Oh, we can actually disable tree collision now. I like that. I really do. That is actually really cool. Turn off the UI. Time display format is in 24. Imperial. There, metric. Okay, we will apply that one. Okay. There we go. Ideal. And then we press escape again. We should be able to come out of here. And now we have 3,200 kilos. I can understand that. That's 3.2 tons. So we got 3.2 tons of wheat in there. Actually, no. I want to turn your lights off. Don't turn your lights off. Get the lights on, like that. Right, now we want to press Z right there. And then we just swing that one out around. Like that. There we go. And then we can jump out, and we'll run over and we'll get our tractor. Get in the tractor. Oh, we do have an email here as well, so we'll check the email. And we're looking here. First crop's harvested. Congratulations, you harvested enough wheat. Each combine harvester is a container in which the crop is stored. Wow, really? The white gauge in... okay, I need to stop being quite so sarcastic about some of this, because I know that there are plenty of people who don't know anything at all about farming whatsoever, and these tutorials do also have to help the people who don't know anything about farming. So I will dial it down a notch. How's that? But I'm still going to laugh when it tells me, it congratulates me for getting out of my own house. I don't really feel the need to be congratulated for getting out of my own front door. Well, actually, that's a lie. Some mornings I think that's actually quite an accomplishment. For many of us, I feel it's quite an accomplishment, making it out of the front door in the morning. Right, so we want our tractor over here. Enter vehicle. And we have another email. Look at that. This is probably going to tell us that we need to drive under the spout. Attaching a trailer, I've done that. Pouring your crops. Park the attached trailer next to the combine you just used to gather the grain. Remember to place it by the discharge pipe. To start pouring the crop from the combine harvester to the trailer, to sit in the harvester first, then extend the discharge pipe and turn on the hopper. When all the crops are loaded in the trailer, you can fold in the discharge pipe. So I'm curious if this will do it automatically, because we know in Farming Simulator it will do it automatically. Right, let's turn lights on. Right, same lights as Farming Simulator for this one. We got 3 stages. Low beams, high beams, and then rear lights as well. The only issue that we got really is that the combine doesn't have any back lights. I suppose some combines don't. Now, if we put that one under there, does it auto do it? Doesn't look like it auto does it. Right, this field here is 50% ploughed, 50% cultivated, 50% sown. What else we got? Fertilizer, irrigation, spraying. Okay, I quite like the way that it does that. It gives you a decent bit of pop-up information about the field, and it won't always do that either. It'll be you can choose to use this information or not. Right, I've got that pretty close. I'd say that was close enough. Look at that. If that is not close enough, then I'd say it's being a little bit pinickety. I love the word pinickety. Pinickety is such an awesome word. Right. And so we've got to be in the combine. It will auto do it, but we've got to be in the combine for it to auto unload. And it doesn't look like we have any additional lights coming off of the spout or anything like that. Press Z and move that one back in, like that. And then, right, there. You've received a new email. It's going to tell me to finish the field. Crop storage. Excuse me. Right, crop storage. Frithgar, well done, farmer. Let's move on to the next stage. Storing the gathered crops in a granary. Drive onto the unloading ramp at the centre of the storehouse so that the trailer ends up more or less in the middle, and then just offload the crops. An H to unload. Right, okay, we can do that. We can cope with that. Let's jump out. We want to go into this tractor over here. Nope. I want to go into this tractor over here. Nope. Okay, let's try going around this way. Ah. Are we only allowed to get in on the one side? I mean, if you look, it's very often these days you can't even open the door on the right hand side. You can only open the door on the left hand side because of all the gear sticks and the way that they build the consoles and that. The fact that I don't know if it was just that time, but I do kind of like the idea of not being allowed to get in on one side of the tractor. You've got to be on the right side of the tractor to be able to get in. Well, yeah, left side as you're facing forwards, but still, yeah, it's the correct side of the tractor. We come up to here, and that one opens up, and then we got to bring this one in here. It's a little bit sensitive on the steering, but I am doing keyboard steering, which does make a bit of a difference. Right, H for drop. Here we go. Okay, it's slow, but it has got a very cool animation. I like that. I actually quite like that. That is the animation, and I mean the graphics are a little bit more simple than Farming Simulator, but I actually do that bit there gets Frithgar's stamp of approval. The way that it tips and sort of the operation of the trailer and so on definitely gets my stamp of approval. So there we go. Right, now what? Transfer crops. What? Sell 6,200 kilos of crops at the purchase centre. We have another email. I'm going to have to stop soon. We're going to be running out of time, and then we'll carry on with this another time, probably next week. Frithgar, excellent. The crops have been added to the silo. You can take them back out and return them to the trailer. To transfer the crops back to the granary, just park the trailer under the silo chute and unload them. The granary can be further expanded by building 2 additional silos. To do this, just press B when near the storehouse. This will substantially increase its storage capacity. Okay. Oh no, press V to come out of there. And we want to come over here. So we can... No, where do I go to press B, wasn't it? It was press B. Now, let me look over here. Upgrade 25,000. I don't think it gives... Right, we're on 2% wheat. I don't think we need to upgrade. And I don't think... Right, what's the other thing? Yeah, I don't think we need to upgrade at the moment. We'll worry about that another time. And... Oh, no, it does let me. It might have just been because the combine was nearby, so it wasn't letting me do it properly. So, yeah, we can enter either side of the vehicle. So move up to there and stop. And... Right, so we can... Oh, R for wheat. I don't know what will happen if we've got 3 grains in there. Not quite sure there. It is... Right, hang on. Sell 6,200 kilos of crops at the purchase centre. I've got... How much have I got in here? 3,199. I've lost a kilo. This is not good. Selling grain crops. Congratulations, you just familiarised yourself with the full cycle of transporting, storing and transferring your crops. Proceed to the next and final stage. That's right, selling your crops. After all, that's what it's all about. There is a purchase centre nearby, one that currently has particularly high demand for wheat. All it takes is to pull up to the offloading area and cash in your crops, collect the rest of your wheat from the field, drive to the purchasing centre and sell a total of 6,200 kilos of crops. Please be aware, if you decide to leave unmanaged wheat, it will be gone after 3 days. Every grain is worth something. Unmanaged wheat. So... I'm assuming unmanaged wheat means... I don't know if it means stuff in the trailer, but I'm guessing it certainly means stuff on the... Does that mean you can tip it straight onto the floor? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what that means. It is a great mystery. Right, we will finish doing this bit of harvest in our next episode, and then that'll be the end of the tutorial bit. It's going to take a little while to do the harvest and then go and sell the grain and stuff. There may be some other things to look at as well, so we'll worry about that then. Now, can we go here and sleep the night? I think we can. We come over here. There we go. Right, nailed it. Skipping at night will fast forward the time to 6 a.m. Game progress will not be saved. Okay, I accept. Going to skip all the way through. Simple animation. And I like the fact you can skip the night. There is one bugbear with Farming Simulator, is that you cannot skip the night. I've always hated that you can't skip the night. They're forcing you to work through the night. I mean, yes, we can skip it up to 120 times speed, which is what I do, but it still takes a few minutes. You think about it, 120 times speed, that's still it's a minute per 2 hours. And so if you've got to skip like 8 hours, you got to sit there just gawping at the screen, doing nothing while time fast forwards for 4 minutes. And for a game, 4 minutes is actually quite a long time to be sat there doing absolutely nothing. And that is one thing that has always irritated me about Farming Simulator. But I'm hoping that they do change that. You did have that option removed. If you put the Seasons mod in, you can skip the night in Seasons. That is absolutely brilliant. It's one of the best things about Seasons, in my opinion. But anyway, we will carry on with this next time. I want your honest opinions down below. What do you think of the game? Do you like it? Do you think it's got some potential? Personally, I don't think it's as good as Farming Simulator, but I do think it has its moments. I think there are certain bits about this game that are really, really good. There are certain bits that are not quite so good, but overall, this one, I do give it my stamp of approval. I do. I quite like it. There are elements to this game as we're sort of exploring around and we're finding out. I don't like that we can't jump. I really don't like that we can't jump. That is something that is a major irritation to me. But yeah, the interface is fairly user-friendly, and there are a few other bits and pieces that I quite like. There are some bits that I don't think are overly necessary and so on and so forth, but generally, I like it. I do. So I'm going to continue on with the series of this game. And like I said, I want your honest opinions in the comment section down below. What do you think of the game? Do you want me to play a lot of it? Do you only want me to play a small amount of it? Is there anything in particular you'd like to see me try whilst I'm in this game? I am, for the next few weeks, going to do one episode of this, one episode of Farm Manager, and one episode of Farmer's Dynasty. I know some of you don't like the idea of it's going to amount to slow progress through all three games, but I don't want to overload on farming games all the way through, so I figure if we do one episode of each of them, we'll get a bit of a feel for them, and then we can sort of pick one that we play for a few weeks, and then maybe move to another and play that for a few weeks, and we'll do it kind of like that. That is kind of what I'm sort of looking to do. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, then please hit down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.